Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. I'm Emma and today I'm going to do a review of Liquid Frost from Green Stuff World. I just ordered it and I got it in the mail today and I have been waiting impatiently. I'm always impatient, but this time I was particularly impatient because I wanted to try this out on my new army. I know, I should not be starting a new army, but I have. And I've been starting an army of, murderous snake ladies, Daughters of Khaine, of course, and I really wanted them to have like a frost theme going on, so I thought that the Liquid Frost would be really awesome for it. So I've been waiting because I finished painting these ladies yesterday, but I couldn't finish the bases, so it's a little bit tricky to see here, but I put it all over the base and also on parts of the body of the snake. So yeah. It's been a lot of fun experimenting with it, and now I want to show you how I used it, and I will also tell you what I think of the product. So the Liquid Frost comes in a completely ordinary dropper bottle, just like paint from Vallejo or whatever, and it has this sort of consistency, almost like watery glue or something. It says on the bottle that it's a saline solution, so it's basically just salt water with a really high salt content, as far as I understand. I don't study chemistry or anything, but that's what I've understood anyway. So just apply it with a brush. I have watched the video from Green Stuff World. They have a video here on YouTube showing how it's used, and they use a brush, but they say you can also use it on an airbrush. As you can see, it has a tendency to pool. It's like it has a high level of surface tension almost, so it doesn't want to spread out too much. And now you can see what it looks like after it dried a little bit. So you have some crystals forming, but it's not that many. And where it pooled the most, it just is sort of like a white, just looks like white paint or something. So I decided to put a little bit of snow effect on the base, because it looks like the crystals will form better if there is some sort of uneven surface to almost cling to or grow on. There were almost no crystals forming on the flat areas of the base where I really want them to be. So I decided to put the snow effect on to give them something to cling to. I don't know if I just didn't put on enough, or if this is actually the case, but that's the idea I got anyway. I wanted to try it out. So here you can see the base with just a little bit of the snow effect on, and then I just add more of the Liquid Frost. I have a feeling when you put the Liquid Frost on top of something that has already dried, that you might risk damaging the already formed crystals a little bit, but not too much at all. It's you could definitely apply multiple layers. That seems to be the way to go. And I try to be a little bit careful so that it won't pool too much, because I'm not really happy with those white spots on the snake body. And here you can see where I just put it to use it as a container for it, and I'm just trying out how brittle they are or how robust they are. And actually I think that the flat surfaces, they're really robust. I have to scrape really hard to make it go away, but the bigger crystals that are formed are very brittle. They will just fall off as soon as you touch them. So I put on a little bit of super glue. Again, this is something that I have seen in the video from Green Stuff World that you can do, and I just want to try it out and see what effect that would actually have. Just a tiny bit of super glue. As you can see, I'm being really careful, because I think you could easily just cover the entire thing in super glue and just drown it. And it looks okay. I think it has dulled the white color of the crystals a little bit, but not too much. And it's definitely something you could do, especially if you want to use them for gaming, for instance. And they're much harder now. They're really hard to shift. So I think if you are planning on being a little bit rough on your models, and actually using them as gaming models and not just for a diorama or such, putting some super glue on is probably a good idea. Otherwise, you can just bring the bottle of liquid frost. As you can see, it's really, really easy to apply. So, I mean, you can just put on some more if it falls off. I have also seen from Green Stuff World that you can put color on it, and I thought that I would give that a go as well. I'm just using a little bit of ink. I did not want to try that out on my own models, just because I wasn't sure how it would look. I was afraid I was going to melt the crystals, but it really didn't. Perhaps it'll take just the tiny bit of the crystals off. Perhaps it'll melt a little tiny bit, but nothing much at all. So you can definitely apply ink to them if you want them to have some sort of coloration. And here you can see my finished models. I think I ended up applying 3 or 4 layers to them to get to this effect where I can say I'm happy with them. I have not used super glue or inks or anything on these crystals here. I probably should, but I'm not sure I'm going to, because I really like this really bright, clear white look that I get here. And I am afraid a little bit that the super glue will dull it down too much for my liking. I will say, however, if you are going to be using the liquid frost on models that you plan on bringing to games and tournaments and stuff, I would really recommend that you only put it on models that you plan on magnetizing, because I think if you put these in foam trays or stuff like that, I think you will lose a lot of the crystals easily that way. But yeah, this is actually a product that I think is really fun. I think also that if you know what you're doing, you could probably make something like this yourself. I mean, yeah, as I said, it's basically salt water with a lot of salt in it. So you could probably do something like this yourself. I can't, and I probably wouldn't have the patience for it anyway. But I think it's a really fun product. I don't think it's something that will change the way that people paint or anything, but as a sort of a gimmick or a gadget to make your army look like it has a frost theme, I think it's awesome. And I really love that Green Stuff World keep coming out with all these different sorts of products that you can try out and really give different effects to your armies. I love it, and I think it's really creative and really, really fun. Yeah, and full disclosure, I bought this. The Green Stuff World has not been sponsoring this video or anything. I just thought I would buy it and try it out because I thought it would be fun for my army. And it's definitely fun. I did not regret buying this at all. This is a lot of fun, even though it's something that is a little bit brittle and something that you have to be a little bit careful with. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you plan on giving this product a go and what kind of army you want to apply it to. If you want to see more videos like this one, you are of course also more than welcome to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter as Dice and Demons. So thank you so much for watching this one, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.